guys! Today I'm going to be talking about my New Year's resolutions, and I know this video is about 9 days late, but the point is that I'm getting it up now. So let's go ahead and start. My first New Year's resolution, well, let me start by saying every single year I set New Year's resolutions, and every single year, I'm not even kidding, within the first month I break my resolutions, and it's so, you feel like such a failure when you've broken your resolutions within the first month. And I think part of the problem is that I set my expectations and my goals so high that they are literally unattainable. So I don't want to set myself up for failure this year, and part of the reason that I am sharing my resolutions with you this year is because I want you to help hold me accountable. My fiance is not here all the time, so he's not always here to hold me accountable, so I thought that it might be nice to put this out there for you guys to help me. So if you don't hear me or see me talking about my resolutions very much, you can call me out on it. Leave me a comment on my blog, send me a message, make sure that I'm sticking with what I say I'm gonna do. So, that being said, this year I've set 4 what I think are very realistic goals, and I think that I'll be able to stick with them. And I actually had to reassess my goals before I did this video, because I said, I think it was on New Year's, I said, and I didn't party or anything on New Year's, I didn't go out, I didn't do anything at all. I stayed in my pajamas because Jamie was deployed, and I hung out with my 4 dogs. I watched the ball drop, I watched movies, I watched vlogs. So I had a really low-key night. I think I maybe had 1 cocktail just lounging around. Anyway, I said to myself, I think I'll try and not have anything to drink until my wedding. My wedding is in June. And if you know me, or you've watched my blogs, or I'm sorry, have seen my blogs or read my blogs, you know that I like to indulge in a cocktail every so often. Well, maybe a little bit more than every so often. I love wine, and on occasion I have been known to indulge in vodka, good vodka. So I thought it might be nice, a nice challenge for me to abstain from drinking until my wedding. I've already broken that. And that's what I mean by setting goals that are too high. It's not realistic for me because I'm a social person. I enjoy socially drinking. I enjoy having a glass of wine if I have had a rough day. So that's not realistic for me. So I really had to reevaluate what was going to be attainable for me this year, and I think I've come up with some really good goals. So let's start with my first one. As a kid, I was always reading. I always had my nose in books, and I even used to carry, I danced all my life, and to dance class I would even carry, like, I would have time in between my dance classes, so I would do my homework then, and I would carry a dictionary like this thick, okay, maybe even thicker than that, I don't know, but I would carry a really thick dictionary with me just so I could look up words in books that I was reading, or, you know, just look up words that I didn't know. I was such a bookworm. So my goal, my first New Year's resolution, is to not carry a giant dictionary around because I've got an iPhone, but to get back into reading. I love getting lost in a good story. I love books. I just, and I'm not really one to like switch over to a Kindle. We have a Kindle. I just don't really use it. I love the feel of books, and I love the tradition of books. So my goal this year is to read 24 books. I think that's really realistic. You know, I could read a couple books a month and easily, hopefully, achieve that goal. So this is the book that I'm starting with, that I'm going to sort of kick the year off with. It's called Breed, and it's by Chase Novak, and I've actually already started reading it. I started reading it in December, but I got busy and I just sort of pushed it to the side, and that's why I made this one of my goals, is because I want to make time for reading. I want to make time for myself to just sit down for a couple hours a day, get my nose in a book, and get through 24 books this year. So, and this is actually really good so far. I am about, let's see, I'm a little less than halfway through, and it's really good. So if you like scary, suspense, mystery, Breed by Chase Novak, you should check it out. And actually Stephen King wrote a really great, not a review, but just a short little snippet about it. in the front cover. Oh, actually no, it's right here. Stephen King says, the best horror novel I've read since Peter Straub's Ghost Story. By turns terrifying and blackly funny, Breed is a total blast. And it's true. I mean, I don't think he could have said it any better. This book is really good. So that is my first New Year's resolution. My second New Year's resolution is to cook homemade meals 5 days a week. It's really easy to get into the habit of just picking up a frozen pizza and popping it in the oven after I've had a really long day and I don't feel like cooking, or, you know, getting takeaway. It's so much more convenient to do that, and I'm a really big fan of sushi. Jamie and I love sushi, so I feel like it's nice to treat yourself to, or it's nice for me to treat myself to a big sushi meal if I'm feeling a little too lazy and don't want to cook. But I do want to make it a point to cook 5 days a week, because not only is it healthier, but it's also nice for Jamie. I don't know, I just feel like, not just Jamie, but for myself as well, I feel like it's a nice family tradition to start right now before we have kids, so that, you know, we're not trying to get into this routine of cooking right when we have children and, you know, try to make it a tradition then. I feel like, you know, it's just the two of us and our dogs and our 2 cats right now, so why not take this time to establish the foundation and get into the habit of making homemade meals and eating together 5 days a week when Jamie's here. And even when he's not here, I would still like to be in the habit of making those meals, just because I think, like I said, it's healthier, and I think I would feel better if I cooked at home a little bit more. So that's my second New Year's resolution. My third resolution is to get married. My wedding is June 15th of this year. It's so weird to say that now, June 15th, 2013. We're in 2013. I can't believe it. Jamie and I got engaged in December of 2011, so it's been a while, so we are so ready for our wedding to be here. And at this point, all the planning is pretty much done. There are little details here and there that still need to be taken care of, but now we're paying for the wedding, and things are going to start getting really busy here soon. I know my bachelorette party is going to be in April. I have a dear friend who is actually one of my bridesmaids. She's getting married in May, and so her wedding stuff is coming up, and I'm the maid of honor in her wedding, so she's going to have a lot of stuff coming up for her wedding, and it's just, I'm going to be really busy, but I am so excited to walk down the aisle and start the rest of my life with Jamie, and I can't wait to share that time with all of our friends and family. So it should be a good time, and I can't wait for him to see my dress. I have had my dress for like months. Actually, I think I've had my dress for not over a year, close to a year. I got it right after we got engaged, and fortunately, I work in a bridal shop, so I got my dress at the bridal shop that I work, so my dress stays at the store. I don't have it stored in the house because I would be too tempted to try it on, and with my luck, I would be like trying it on, having my veil on, and Jamie would walk in the house and see me, and it would be a disaster, and then I'd have to get a new wedding dress, which I haven't budgeted for, so my dress stays at the store. My next goal is, or my final goal, my final goal, sorry, I was totally drawing a blank. I looked outside and it's raining and I kind of spaced off for a second. My final goal is actually what I'm doing right now, and that is to upload videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I would really like to get into the habit of establishing a schedule for my videos, because I think it makes me feel more productive, and I think it's also nice for readers and viewers to have consistency. So I can't really tell you what content is going to be about yet, because it's kind of all over the place. I'm in the process of working on an editorial calendar, and I think I'm going to do mine month by month. So I'll have everything planned out for the month, each month, and hopefully that will keep me on track to upload 3 days a week. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that, and if, you know, I'm going to do my best to stick with this. You know, obviously sometimes things get in the way and I may miss a day, and if I miss a day, I will make up for it the next day, but I want to try my absolute hardest to get you guys videos 3 days a week. So that being said, those are my New Year's resolutions, and I am so excited to share them with you, and I really hope that you guys will help hold me accountable. I think that YouTube and my blog are a really great way to connect with people who I would never have the opportunity to connect with either. So I don't want you guys to think that this is just me talking at you. This isn't just a diary for me. I like this way of being able to connect with people, so I want you guys to feel like you can connect with me, and I want to hear your resolutions. So if you want to post them, if you've made a New Year's resolution video and if you want me to see it, send me a message with the link or leave it in the comment space below. However you can get to me to share with me your resolutions. I want to see them. I love seeing people's New Year's resolutions, and I can't even tell you how many countless videos I have watched on YouTube already of other people's resolutions. So let me hear what you guys are doing. I want to know what your goals are. And I think that's it for today. Jamie and I are going to go run some errands. It's miserable out right now, so I'm going to bundle up and run some errands, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.